Hi guys, welcome back to another Scout the Defender YouTube video. I hope I'm not shouting too much. We're in Scout, we're on the motorway. We're on the way to Coco's Wild Camp for a weekend of chilling out, camping, a bit of laning. It's set to be pretty cold. It's the first week of January. It's meant to be a pretty cold evening, but I'm really excited for a weekend of lanes and just messing about in the trucks, and I can't wait for it. So stay tuned. I'll try and document as much as I can over the weekend. But I'm excited for a weekend of catching up, laning, just having fun in the truck, so let's go. It was pretty dark by the time we got set up at Coco's, so we cracked out the tents, Jack got a fire lit, and Jeremy got started on the cooking of steak and cowboy beans, which was much needed in the cold weather. After that, it was time just to put the world to rights, sink a few beers and catch up with friends over a campfire. We headed to bed for what would be a very chilly night, excited about the trails and the lanes that we were going to hit the next day. And what a place to wake up to. Well, okay, the mist did hamper our views slightly, but it did make for some dramatic scenery. You can see just how cold it was with all of the ice and the frost hanging off the tents and the cars. And in an attempt to warm up, we fired up the trucks, got the heaters running and started to hit our first lanes. So we had a camp over last night at Coco's. We're now out on a day of laning. We've got Chris in front, start following, and then we've got Jez behind and then Boris leading from behind. So yeah, it's a good scramble this lane. It's about like over 5k, which is pretty cool. Loads of different types of terrain. Yeah, Chris leading up front. It's a good day. The lanes we picked weren't particularly challenging, they were just good fun, great views and great company. Great to potter along them and spend the day just jumping in between lanes, checking out all of the views, and also just fun just to get out in the trucks. Throughout the day we ascended and descended through the cloud cover, which made for some amazing pictures and some beautiful views of the cars in convoy. A big thanks to Jack, or Boris the Defender as you may know him, for all of the drone footage in this film. It was really cool to see the trucks meandering down the lanes from a really different perspective. It was also cool to have a truck that looked a little bit like Scout out on the trails. You don't often get to see your own truck driving down the lane, so it was cool to get a little snapshot of what Scout looks like when we're going around these amazing landscapes. Once we'd descended off the ridge lines, it was really cool to hit some tracks that weaved their way through the woods and through the forests, a bit of a change up of scenery, so I feel like we got loads of variation throughout the day. The lanes had a good mix of gravel tracks, muddy, rutted roads, and also a couple of water crossings, which made things a little bit interesting throughout the day. That brings to an end this video and these adventures for a weekend of camping, exploring new lanes and checking some new places out. A big thanks to Chris, Jack for all the footage and Jez for a cracking weekend. It was really good fun just to get back out in the trucks and go to a new place that we'd never been to before. If you enjoyed this video, please drop it a like, give it a thumbs up, let me know if you'd like to see more of these kind of videos, and I'll see you next week.